Good afternoon. My name is Chester Cedars. I'm the Parish President of St. Martin Parish. Sitting to the far right of me is Parish President Larry Richard from Iberia Parish. Next to him is Coach Corey Raymond, a new Iberia native who's currently the cornerback coach and recruiting coordinator for LSU. And to my immediate left is Coach Kevin Faulk from Carencro, Louisiana, an Acadiana native also. Coach Faulk coaches the running backs here at LSU. And to the far left is an individual that needs no introduction. That's Senator Fred Mills from District 22. And the two best parishes in his district, he will tell you, is St. Martin Parish and Iberia. First being St. Martin and then Iberia. It's important that we have a little conversation, and this is why I reached out to these two individuals, because we want to talk about something that's very important, I know, to me personally and to all of the state of Louisiana. I know it's important to President Richard as well as Senator Mills, and that's the issue with this Delta variant that we're now confronted with. To quote the minister at my church Sunday, it's a bad dude. So I guess one of the first things I wanted to address is the fact that Louisiana has a vaccination rate of less than, I guess, 43%. St. Martin and Iberia Parish, our vaccination rates are less than 30%. However, I read where the LSU football team enjoys a vaccination rate of 94%. That's over 120 or so football players. The coaching staff enjoys a vaccination rate of 100%. Coach Raymond,
Yes.
How did you achieve that?
Well, it was through our trainers and our doctors here getting educated about the vaccination. And once we got educated about the vaccination, it made it an easy choice for us to go in and get vaccinated over here.
Coach Faulk, was it mandatory that players get the vaccination?
No, it wasn't mandatory. It was optional for the players, but at the same time, like the coaches, you're getting vaccinated for your teammate. You're getting vaccinated for your sister or brother or your kids that you have.
You're protecting your fellow players.
Yes, sir.
How important was it, or what consideration did you give to the fact that these football players, they work hard, they work within a closed environment, but when practice is over or the game is over, they live a life among the other students at LSU. How important was it that they have that vaccination from that perspective?
Very important, I think. Trusting our local physicians, trusting our local trainers that we have here, and understanding that about 96% of the physicians in the world are vaccinated.
In the whole world?
In the whole world.
And Coach Raymond, Coach Faulk touched upon something. I take it then that there were meetings among the football coaching and the coaching staff and the administration about COVID-19. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys relied upon those physicians that address the needs of your football program day in and day out. Is that right?
Yes, we like you said, we were educated by them to with the vaccination, and once that happened, we educated to our players, and our players asked the trainers, the doctors. We just did everything in our power to educate everybody around here about the vaccination, and had everybody believing. They had their choice, but the guys decided that this is what they wanted to do for the team and for their families too, because a lot of them go home when they leave from here, or they go up on campus, like Coach Faulk was saying. It's just to protect each other and protect the people around them.
Coach, could I ask a question?
Sure.
How safe was it? Did you get any severe side effects? Did most of the players, were they able to participate in practice pretty quickly? Because that's a lot of questions we get is what's the safety of it? So from your group that had the vaccinations, talk to us a little bit about that.
Everybody's different. Everybody, is going to have their own little symptoms, but everyone on our football team has encountered symptoms. It wasn't nothing major. It might have been the arm soreness. the nausea for a few hours, maybe 12 hours, and then you're back to normal.
Yes, that's what the experience was. You know, and I can only speak for myself. It was the soreness of the arm, a little bit tired, but after that, I was feeling good. You know, I was back to doing what I normally do, and that's work out and run around. Just as soon as I was, that 1 or 2 days that I was feeling it, I was back to like normal, feeling good. Then I also felt good about myself being vaccinated. At the same time, that gave me more confidence, and to just go out and, you know, be around my parents, be around, you know, people that, you know, that are dear to me in my life. And one thing that I also did, and I know Coach Faulk will say that too, that we educated our kids about getting vaccinated, and that was very important to us because we're around those kids and we're around our families.
And Coach Faulk, you require for team meetings that you guys space out like we are, and that the masks be worn indoors now?
Yes, sir. Ever since the government mandated, you know, we got to wear our mask inside and everything, be spaced out 6 feet away.
What one message, Coach Raymond, would you send to the public relative to this issue of vaccination?
Well, I guess, you know, I know everybody differs, and I can only just go from my opinion and being from where we're from. You know, I think that, you know, it's a choice that people have to get vaccinated, but I think also it's, you know, will be something that I encourage people to go and educate themselves on it and to get vaccinated. You know, educate yourself, get vaccinated, and you're saving lives. And I mean, we want to save as many people's lives as we can, because with this virus, it's not to play with anybody, because we don't know it. We don't have the unknowns, but we're educated about to protect ourselves with the virus from, you know, not necessarily getting it, but if we do get it, the vaccine protects us.
Coach Faulk, a message from you.
Kind of same thing. We encourage you to get more educated on the vaccine. Learn more about the vaccination. Learn what's in it. Understand what it does to you. I know from my standpoint, like Coach Raymond said, when you educate your kids really don't understand that they're giving you a little bit of the virus so your body can fight it off and you can have those antibodies. So just learn more about it, that's all. That's what we encourage you.
And what source would you recommend people resort to get educated? Social media, the newspaper, television?
Somebody you trust, like your local physicians, trainers or something in our instance, for say, but you know, just somebody you trust.
You would agree with that, Coach?
Yes, we'll definitely agree with what Coach Faulk just said, and, you know, go out there and talk to the physicians, talk to the people that are, you know, that are in that position to help you get educated on it.
President Richard, you've been sitting there quiet.
Very
Any
quiet,
comments?
very quiet. The only comment I have is, you know, I've been interviewing and been interviewed for over a year about this COVID-19, and this is one of the best interviews I've ever been in, where we have an opportunity to listen to our local people talk. Someone like Coach Corey and the legend himself right there.
Who, me?
No, next to you. Not trying to say anything like that, but this is a very, very good interview, and if I can say anything, I would just like the people that's going to listen and see this here to take it very serious. We need to consider talking to someone that we trust, getting the correct information, trying not to deal with so much media. And when I'm saying media, I mean Facebook. Talk to your doctors, those types of professionals, and try to make a decision, a good informed decision, and we'll just go from there.
You know, if I can conclude, Senator Mills, you have anything?
One point we do want to add to it. First, I want to thank the elected officials for putting this on, and coaches. Y'all are an inspiration to all of us, and thank you for your guidance today. There are so many sites available. Probably every drugstore in Acadiana is administering the vaccine, and statewide we have several locations. So that's not gonna, just call your local drugstore. They'll tell you, they'll book an appointment for you, or your health unit in Iberia and St. Martin and Lafayette and all areas. So the location and the supply chain is there. It is there. So it's not like it was a long time ago where we had a waiting list. Everybody's eligible. So please do what these coaches have said. Do your homework, get your trust, and get your vaccination. Give it a shot.
Right, and
Give
if I
it a
can
shot.
close with one thing. When I said the guy next to you, we are talking about the man that have 5 rings, Kevin Faulk himself. So when I say the man next to you, that's what I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about.
It couldn't have been me because I still have my tennis shoes from when I started playing sports. I sat on the bench for 4 years. I'm a 4-year letterman on the bench. So it can't be me.
Well, I want to thank
you, guys.
everyone for coming here to Baton Rouge at the LSU complex, the football operations complex. The only remarks that I want to conclude with is for everyone to understand that COVID-19, especially the Delta variant of it, is for real, and we need to take it seriously. And then the other end of the spectrum, I think it's important to realize, at least as I view it, one of the worst things this COVID-19 pandemic has done, it's had a tendency to divide us. Pro-vaccines, the anti-vaccines. And I think the way we can heal, no pun intended, that we can heal ourselves is to get educated, to look at all the issues, and more importantly, to be respectful of each other, despite what your opinion might be. Because at the end of the day, we are one team and one heartbeat.